Hello, Wagwan. What's happening? Welcome to another episode of Rusty and Sham.
Up move. As always. Rusty and Sham, we're back again.
Up move. Today our topic is going to be about love. Okay.
Well, perky and smiley.
Yeah, because you gotta be perky and smiley. You have to be, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you gotta have the little smile.
Yeah, so we're back again.
Yes.
Rusty and Sham, but we're telling about the music this time. A little bit different type of mood.
Yes.
It's called Toxic Love.
Yes.
By
Patrice Roberts and Richardo Dhru.
Exactly.
Yes, this one is a soca song, so I'm ready to go and make my groove on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's called it's called Toxic Love. I think that this is a very appropriate song for our topic today. I hope you guys enjoy it.
It's true. Patrice again. They say we toxic. Full of toxic love. Cause when I say we done, you say we done, then we back together. If that makes us toxic, we don't give up. Cause baby, at least we know it's real.
No, me know. Now you guys see where she depend. You see her face? That's why you wanted to do this.
But I felt the song a little bit.
No, that's good. No, me I see a different side of you.
What do you mean a different side?
A different side.
I can have some fun, you know. Gosh.
Okay. Yeah, funny call it. Okay. We'll call it that.
So that song was hype. I was moving a bit.
No. And the song?
Yeah.
The song, I like it. Like, it have that, like, and the lyrics on them I say. It's facts. Like, them thing that happen in real life.
Okay, what was the lyric that touched you?
Them say we're toxic. So we're full of toxic love. When I say we're done,
yeah,
and then you say we're done,
yeah,
but then we're back together again like nothing ever happened. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. It's that, that bounce back.
Yeah.
And the bounce back is not necessarily the healthiest way to go. And
that's why I name toxic love.
Well, I mean, hey. All right. So today our topic, as you know, is about love. So, how do you define love? Like, that's the question. What is love to you?
See, I forced me to do that topic. I never did one topic.
Yeah.
But okay. What me define love? The thing is, now me have to answer your question with a question. What type of love you mean?
You can't answer a question with a question. That don't make sense.
Love's so broad. Like, all right, what is love? Love is wow.
So, love is kind. Love is patient. Love is conditional.
I don't teach at school.
No, that's what
you speak from your heart with that. Me just ask.
They teach you that in the Bible. And then from my way of looking at it, love is patient.
You see a face?
Love is kind.
Yeah, well, all right.
Listen, you love, listen, I can tell you that I love you. I can go and tell you that I love you, you and you.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But then you piss me off. I'm going to go and be like, yeah, I don't love you no more? No, you have to be patient. You gotta be kind. You gotta be there unconditionally.
Yeah, but do everybody deserve unconditional love?
Oh, absolutely not. See, if love is not given back to you, now you're just draining yourself. So
then love. All right. You asked me what is love?
Yes.
So love is I think love is giving what you want.
Yes, I agree with that.
Giving to somebody what you would want.
I agree with that.
Love.
But in a lot of relationships, and I'm not talking just like romantic relationships.
Not just those.
Yeah, I'm talking all kinds of relationships, platonic, whatever. What I'm saying is that love is a give and take situation, right? And a lot of people don't realize that in order to go and give love, you have to love yourself. right? In order for you to go and give love to other people. If you don't love yourself, it's going to be toxic love, right?
Okay.
Ha.
Okay, all right. I see what you did there. I see what you did right. But for some people,
Yes.
that is what they know.
Yeah.
That is what they grew up on. That's what they've seen from parents, from
Fair.
family members. That type of like toxic love, and we grow to see it as that's what love is.
Yeah.
So how can you tell me that it is toxic? It's not toxic for me. That's what I know. That's what I'm comfortable with.
Everybody grew up with the love from their starting base, from their household. So a lot of people know only a certain way of loving. That doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy, right? So healthy love and toxic love, it depends on obviously the way that you grew up.
So
And it does affect your life.
So all right. Do you think the way you learn love from your family when you grow up, you think that affects you all the way through your life, or do you change for someone if they're not on that same love?
If you truly love somebody, you do grow, not change, but you do grow to learn how to love in a more affectionate, more healthier way. Does that make sense?
Healthier way?
Healthier, yeah. Because if your base wasn't healthy, right? You're coming from a household where they didn't know how to show love, right? You take that on for your life and you bring it on to other people, right? And so that causes a lot of controversy through your life. As the person who says, oh, I don't understand why this person is crazy, this person is this person is that, but you mirror yourself, right? So technically you're the one who's crazy, you're the one who's all this and that and all of that stuff, right? Until you figure out what that issue is. Once you figure that issue out within yourself, you know, hey, this is how I'm gonna grow so that I can go and receive a better type of love.
All right, like what you said that. You say you marry yourself or you date yourself.
Yeah.
You look for yourself.
Yeah.
All right. So now, say you figured it out.
Yeah.
And you're passing that stage.
Yeah.
What if that person is not
elevating
with you? Say, okay.
Are you talking a romantic relationship, platonic?
Even it's with everything. Every type of relationship.
Okay. So so sometimes you do, again, not change, but you outgrow people, right? And the way that they love you. Some people, again, like I said, they are showing you the love that they have from back from home, from their childhood, right? And the stages between the ages of like, what is it? I think 3 to 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's very ideal to make sure, because this is your standard on how you dictate your whole life on how love is, right? So if you grew and learned how to love, that doesn't mean that that person, it sucks, but that person might not love you the same way that you need to be loved. So sometimes you have to outgrow certain people, unfortunately. But then there's times where I see people come back around. If they are meant to be in your life, they just might not be there at that time when you've grown at that time. You separated, they separated, and they might have grown separately, and then you guys somehow come back together. Friends, like platonic and romantic, doesn't matter. You guys, I see it all the time where people just kind of reconnect in the future.
So may I ask you something?
It's all about growth, really.
So, love is taught then?
Love is taught, I would say, but love is
Make sure you straighten out that first.
Yeah.
Make sure you
that was a
straighten out that
good.
first.
That was a good one. love is an energy thing.
I'm just asking what material
Right?
viewers would want to hear.
Love is an energy thing, right? Love is the most powerful thing in the world, right? Everybody has love, right? And there is a thin line of love and hate, so you also have to be very careful too, right? Because it's the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, but then you said that, but sometimes it might just be obsession.
That's not love.
Yeah, but that's what I say. Cause alright, you know say love is supposed to be shown.
Yeah.
Most people just say it.
Yeah, because it's easy.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Most people have this culture of I say I love you,
Yeah.
but do not mean that.
Yeah. But that's because a lot of people don't. It always goes back like to who you are truly. You speaking your truth, right? Some people lie to themselves on a constant basis. So to bring out the word love is just an easy thing because they're not speaking their truth.
Yeah, but
So there's many guys who will, and girls who will say, "Oh, I love you," and don't mean in that. Those words don't mean anything to them. They're just saying it because it just sounds good, and that's because they're talking not necessarily their truth, but they're talking something that just they know that sounds good to somebody.
so alright,
Toxic love.
me just have to say this. So when not just you, but like when like if you tell lie to yourself, yourself affects you sometime.
But they don't know. How do you?
Yeah, but you don't know, say yourself vexed with you. Like, you know, vexed with yourself.
Not at the time, because you don't know. You don't know that you're being this toxic individual. Unless
Yeah, I guess when you find out, you kind of like change it. But
See?
in the time, you don't notice say I do it.
See, you're not aware.
Okay.
So if you're not aware of yourself, you're gonna go and just blurt out certain things that doesn't even make any sense. And then later on, the crazy person that you claim to be so crazy is like, "Oh my gosh, you love me." And they're doing all of this, and you're like, this person is crazy. Well, that's because the things that you said to the person, the things that you done, that showcases this, again, toxic love, because you didn't know, you weren't speaking your truth. You didn't know, you weren't aware of yourself, you know?
So you think, say, once you love somebody, you always...
The love will always be there, but the love can kind of...
No, but alright. Yes, it will fade, but it always be there. Come on.
It will
make sense.
always be there. You'll always, it leaves a little bit of a scar on you, right? Because you'll always remember your closest people, right? Don't tell me that you have some friends back at home that you don't talk to anymore. Well, you used to, that you used to kick it with. Right?
Yeah, man.
And sometimes you go and check on them and say, "Oh, okay, I'm glad that they're okay." That doesn't mean that you want to be around them, but you check on them and you're like, "Oh, I'm glad that they're doing all right."
No, even sometimes I would like to be around them. It just doesn't permit me right now to do it. But me get what you say.
See?
Me get what you say.
The love is always there. The love is always there. Yeah, check on them.
But then you're saying something fades. So what fades?
The love is not as strong as it once was, but it's always there. So as you meet new people, you intermingle with people who resonates with you at that time in your life, you're not remembering the love that you had for certain people,
Okay.
but they're always there, right? And when that person comes back, your face is gonna light up like a light. Same way. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. And even if that person hurt you, because again, love does hurt sometimes.
That's what I was gonna say. So if because a lot of people know,
Yeah.
I don't think they're into this love type thing because they've seen so much people say they love and hurt people.
Yeah.
So like, but that's why I say people need to understand. Say you can't really watch that because people say they love people, but they mean it. But then you have people who only show it.
Yeah.
That and don't say it.
Yeah. So that's also something that you have to learn about that person, right? Because again, It could be from their home or wherever, relationship, why they're so closed off, but they show you, right? So this is how they communicate love. People communicate and showcase their love differently. And it's sometimes hard because it's like, oh, this person is completely fake. And it's not necessarily that they're being fake. This is just, they don't know how to show the love that they want to,
See? Because like, there's some people where need to hear it.
Yeah.
Like, they want to hear it from that person. They just want to hear it.
Yeah.
But that person is not used to hearing it.
Yeah.
So they don't say it to somebody else.
That's right. So that's when you have to learn the person too. If you love the person, you have to learn to understand the person.
But then in another same breath, because so much craziness is going on, you're saying, you know what, I'm not gonna force somebody to do that. They probably don't love me.
Yeah.
So me not gonna force them, but deep down they do. Them just don't know how to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or sometimes they don't know how to show
it. Yeah. But it's also about listening too, right? So they always say females, they get drawn to somebody and fall in love by the sounds, by what people say, right? So when you're listening, right, you can hear that somebody loves you, right? By even if they show it in a complete wrong way, because some people is showing their love and everything just goes wrong. I see this all the time.
Full of toxic love.
Yes, but that's just the way that they know how to go and show that love. And you're like, why is that person moving this way? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But that's when you have to go and step back and understand. And how do you understand? By listening to them, because people tell you their tale, right? And so once you listen, you can be like, oh, I understand why they did that. They're an idiot for doing that. Like, because sometimes it's just like, it doesn't make any sense to you.
Zero.
But that's how they showcase their love, right? And a lot of people who love each other, right? Again, platonic and relationship-wise, like romantic-wise, they usually take their stresses out on the people that they love
the most
due to the fact that they don't know how to express their love, or they don't know, and because the other person is not understanding the next person. So, yeah.
Wow. Well.
Heavy.
yeah. Well, because love is, me personally.
Yeah.
When it read like the word and what it is, love.
Yeah.
I kind of fade away from that term.
So what term you use?
My term is now, can you be lovable? Can you stay lovable? Because me do something where you know, like, no, you're gonna go out of your way to do something to me. To
hurt a person?
Yes.
That's not love.
But this is what I'm saying. So that word love that you said, that don't necessarily mean that much to me. Can you be lovable?
Yeah.
Can you stay lovable?
Yeah. So if you love a person, you're not going to purposely hurt them. You will never try to purposely hurt them.
And some people might beg to differ, and they'll tell you that's it. That's the word toxic love coming. But some people will beg to differ.
But then it's not love.
Yeah, but this is the thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can just dismiss someone's way of loving like that. Just say, oh, that's not love.
Okay,
They would argue with you all the way to say, yo, what?
Fair. You
understand what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fair. I'll give that to you.
You understand what I'm saying? Me I learn these things recently now. It's not like I know this long time.
Yeah.
I just express it, become a seat with other people.
Yeah.
You know?
So, okay. Some people, like I said, people hurt people, right? Let me correct that. Hurt people.
Okay.
Okay? So, even though that person loves that person, if they are hurt and they're experiencing their own hurt, they're going to go and put that hurt on towards the person that they love the most, right? That's not because they're doing it on purpose, but that's because they don't know how to love themselves, so how can they love somebody else, right? Now, the other person who's reciprocating that, right? If you're going to go and try and hurt the other person just because, instead of understanding, because love is understanding, right?
Yeah.
Instead of understanding why that person is hurting, then is there love there, right? Right? Or is it one-sided, right? Sometimes you have to step back. That's why I was telling you in the beginning, sometimes you have to, you fall in love with somebody and the love is just toxic. So you have to step back. But then sometimes, and I see it all the time, two people grow, because again, you might be on a different level, like mentally when it comes to love than the other person. But then when both of you guys grow and separately, you guys come back together and the friendship or the romantic relationship is back stronger than ever.
So because before, I think of love as a game. I think love was a game before. Mm-hmm. Like somewhat of a game.
Yeah.
And you outgrow that game.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants somebody to love them before they love that other person. Like I seen that.
Yeah.
Like even though it's coming on,
yeah,
they're trying to like
play that cool.
Yeah, and not give into it.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
You understand what I say?
Yeah. So for me, I actually used to do that where I'm like, because it always says, oh, the girl, if she goes and puts on too strong, the guy's gonna run away, and da 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 da. All right. So I used to be like, okay, I'm gonna go and text first. I'm not gonna do those little things, right? But that is the wrong way of doing things, right? A lot of people don't understand that, but it's the game, like you were saying.
Because if you feel that way,
yeah,
just do how you feel.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that intuitive feeling that you have,
yeah, the other person
have the same way.
Yeah.
And sometimes they need you to be first, mm-hmm, because they've hurt because they've been hurt so bad.
But what if both parties are hurt?
No, I hear you. Mm. But sometimes you have to go off of your intuitive feeling.
Yeah. But that's also speaking your truth, right?
Yeah.
So some people cover up their truth. I really like this person. Oh my gosh, I need him in my life. I need her in my life. But they don't speak their truth and go with their truth. So because they don't go with their truth, they miss out on something great.
Well, if it wasn't a culture of being embarrassed to be in love, because they make it seem like nowadays it's all about hooking up our whatever. They must do a thing.
Yeah.
They make you like feel embarrassed, like for say, yo, you tried, and that person turned you down. You're an idiot. Like, why would you try to love that person? You're not trying. Like,
yeah,
this just happens.
But I also noticed that some people really do love a person, but they let outsiders come in and hit their love. Like I heard, it happened to me. It happens to everybody at least once. Everybody. Come on. Everybody. Where, oh, you like him? That's who you like? That's what you like? It's like, he's not even cute. Yeah, and it's like,
but even so, but you might say, what? What do you mean?
But sometimes it's not even the way. Some people look at just the cuteness and the way that, but that's not necessarily love. That's lust. That's two different.
Infatuation.
Yeah, infatuation. That's different. But some people love the person not just because of what they look like in their face and physical features, but from who they are, how they speak to you, and etc., etc. But your friends are telling you that's who you love, and so you're not speaking your truth. Now you're speaking your friend's truth,
and you hold stuff back.
And then you hold stuff back,
and then that person noticed that hold back,
mm-hmm. And then that person don't understand what's happening, and then that's usually how a lot of relationships just kind of split. So the thing is, we don't want to go and listen to our outsider people right? Because even though they mean good, and even though but they can also be blocking your blessing.
Well, let me tell you what me learn. You see people who are telling about, especially if they don't have somebody, you can't tell them about my person.
Again, they marry,
you don't have nobody, so you can't tell me about my person. And the next thing, you can't tell me how my relationship is going when yours is topsy-turvy. You understand?
But the thing is, but people still listen to that topsy-turvy person. I know that I experienced somebody who literally listened to somebody who was single and said that they knew women, and I think it was Kevin Samuels who these men were like listening to, right? And it's like what I was telling you, like a lot of people listen to social media, right? And other people who's telling insecurities and saying, this is how women are, this is how men are, this is how... And I said Kevin Samuels, but there's other people who are like him who's saying their insecurities, and then they're taking on that and bringing it into the relationship.
All right, with him?
Yeah.
All right, watch it now. He has a lot of experience. Probably has a lot of scars.
Yes, a lot.
He speaks a lot of facts.
Absolutely.
But not for everybody.
Yes.
Because everybody is not like, he never met everybody.
Yes.
And you can't put we talk it like that all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all men are this, all women are that. You do not know that.
Yeah.
You do not know that.
So, but that's what I'm saying. So now a lot of people have a certain, and people who are on those social medias and watching people like that it has those higher platforms, they're like, oh, they have a big viewing, that person is right, that's Bible, this is just the way that's how I'm gonna go and conduct my life. And it can actually harm you more than bring out the good in you. And that's where I see a lot of people listening to other people, and it essentially breaks that love and that trust in the relationship, etc., etc.
So, okay, the most important love then is probably self-love. That's
number
where
one.
you start.
100%.
Then, but if we are gonna say that, there's a lot of people that do not have that.
Yes.
And you will recognize that. With some people, you can recognize that right off the bat.
First 2 minutes of a conversation, you know exactly what you need to know, and because everybody will tell you their truth right away.
Yeah.
And they will tell you if they are meant for you to stay in your life, and they will tell you if they should not be anywhere close to your life. But in order for you to know that, if that person is good, you have to really listen in and hear what they have to say, and vice versa.
Well, I don't know about if person is good in that sense, on the part there, or in my life or not.
Yeah.
That's not even my concern.
Yeah, but I mean for love, when it comes to love. Yeah.
It's like just the way how sometimes somebody speaks about somebody else, or the opposite sex, or whatever. You could tell, like, they don't necessarily fully love themselves yet.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like you understand?
But the thing is, you're not. The reason why I said it's that person for your life. If they're talking certain things and how they talk about the opposite sex or whatever, do you want that? Do you want to go and sit there and try and heal them all your life?
It's not even. It's well.
Or until they grow. I mean.
No. But it's not that, like, you maybe a talk like somebody with me and try to deal with. That's not what I'm talking about. Me
Platonic
talk about
too.
anybody. Like them way I talk about. Like a girl would probably say, oh, all man a dog, all man a this, that, can't,
yeah.
Or like say, okay, she love that man because that man give her enough money.
Yeah.
Do you really love that man there?
No, but they're gonna go back into the same cycle, because if you don't know your lesson, you're gonna go and repeat the same thing. So every man that to that person that's saying that all men are dogs, all they're thinking is all men are dogs. So of course they're gonna attract more men that are like dogs, to be honest, because that's all they're looking for and looking at. So they don't know when somebody who really does love them come into their life. They don't know, because all men are dog. So they're not seeing what true love is.
All right.
Yeah.
Self-love, romantic love,
Yeah. Compassionate love.
compassionate love, and there's a what? Selfless love.
Yeah.
But what is selfless love? What does that even mean?
Selfless love.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
That's a hard question.
Like, what does that even mean? Like, may I think about it right now? Like, what does selfless love
Selfless.
mean?
So that comes back to the line, love is patient, love is kind, right? Because you have to, like I said, you have to give that understanding. And understand why that person moves the way that they move, right? And again, doesn't matter if it's romantic and because you can go and be like, I love you, why aren't you going to love me the same way that you love me?
Yeah,
right? But you have to understand.
Yeah, but how I understand selfless love, right?
Yeah.
Is the same thing you were talking about. Some people would be right for your life, some people wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think selfless love means you love everyone.
Yes, you love everybody. Everybody. Doesn't matter.
That is not no easy task to take on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if that person is supposed to be in your life or not. You're still supposed to love everybody.
Not supposed to. We're not talking about
Okay.
supposed to. We're just saying
Fair. But
selfless love ultimately is loving everybody.
Yeah, and it's not easy, like you said, because like some people will really like irritate you, and you're like, why did he or she said that? Like, you know.
But selfless love takes what?
Compassion.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you have to have compassion for everybody.
Can you?
Yes, you can.
No.
I think
everybody
you
can.
You can be compassionate to everybody, right? You can be compassionate. Don't look at me like it's impossible. You can be compassionate to everybody in this world, even the people that gives you so much heartaches. You can be everybody. You can be compassionate to. But like I said, certain people isn't supposed to be like. You encounter somebody, that person's like, oh, that man is a dog. Da 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 da. You hear it. You know that. Okay, this person has a lot of healing to do. I don't have the capacity to go and do that and have you in my life. However, I understand where that's coming from because you are hurt. That's me giving you compassion, right? I understand that you're hurt this way, da 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 da. And I can also go and say, hey, I don't know if you want to go and hear a pointer. That's me giving a little bit of self-help. Now, if the person says, I don't need any pointers, then you'd be like, okay, and you move on. But some people are like, okay, I don't understand why all men are dogs. They want to learn why this is happening. Those are the people that is reaching out for help. That's where your compassion comes in, and then that's when you go and kind of go and give that help towards that person. Does that make sense? Did I ramble? I think I rambled.
all right. So with so much people talking about they don't care for love, and especially younger people,
where
not even really.
It's so sad.
They're not really, you know what I mean?
It's so sad.
So then,
love is so nice.
Yeah, but then with all of that said, what is love? What is life really without love?
It's nothing. Love is